You just heard a C minor sixth chord. Minor sixth chords are written in notation with a small m and the number 6 next to the chord letter. There is also another chord called the minor flat sixth. You just heard a C minor flat sixth chord. Minor flat sixth chords are written in notation the same as minor sixth chords, but we include the flat symbol next to the 6. How do we construct the minor sixth chords? Chords are created by using notes from a scale. We will use the major scale, also known as the Ionian mode, for our point of reference in this video. Minor chords are created with 3 notes: first, flat or minor third, and fifth. To create a minor sixth chord, we take these 3 minor chord notes and add the 6th note from the major scale. The minor flat sixth chord takes the minor chord notes again, but it adds the flat or minor 6th note to the chord. This note is half a step or a semitone below the 6th note. Let's clarify this with some examples. The C major scale has the following notes: C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. To create a C minor chord, we take the first, flat third, and fifth, which gives us C, E flat, and G. The 6th note in the scale is A, so in order to create our C minor sixth chord, we take the C minor chord notes and add the 6th note from the scale as a 4th note. This means that the C minor sixth has the notes C, E flat, G, and A. The flat 6th note is therefore A flat. So if we add this to the C minor chord, we get a C minor flat sixth with the notes C, E flat, G, and A flat. Let's have a listen to C minor sixth, and C minor flat sixth chords played after one another to appreciate the difference. Minor sixth chords are tense and sad, with a bitterness compared to normal minor chords. They can act as an intensifier to the minor sound, creating an unsettling feel. The minor flat sixth chords are more repressed in their sadness. They are mildly dissonant due to the minor second interval between the 5th and the flat sixth notes. Both chords are not widely used in pop music and may be more associated with jazz. How can we use the minor sixth chords? In a major key, the standard minor sixth is used on the 2 chord, and the minor flat sixth is used for chords 3 and 6. Let's use the key of C major to explain why. We will also use this key for our later chord progressions. The 2 chord is D minor. D minor has the notes D, F, and A. D minor sixth has the notes D, F, A, and B. These notes are all in the C major scale, so this chord is perfectly in key. The 3 chord is E minor. E minor has the notes E, G, and B. E minor sixth has the notes E, G, B, and C sharp. The 6th note here is not in the C major scale, so we need to drop it by half a step or a semitone. This gives us the E minor flat sixth with the notes E, G, B, and C. This is also true of the 6th chord. You can of course use both of these minor sixth chord types wherever you want. Experiment with them and see if you like the sound or not. Don't worry about being in key if you find the progressions that you like. We'll stick to using the chords strictly in key here so you can see how they sound that way. Let's start with a simple 3 chord progression using the 2 chord. We will swap in the minor sixth chord for the second half of the progression. This will provide you with a simple example of the minor sixth sound. Before we move on to the next chord progression, I'd like to thank you for choosing to watch this video. We rely on your kind support to keep the channel running. If you are able to help us, we now have channel memberships and super thanks available. These allow us to keep on making songwriting content that is available to everyone. Click on thanks and join below this video to find out more. Let's now use our minor flat sixth chords. First up will be a progression that uses the 3 chord, and after that will be a progression that uses the 6 chord. These simple and popular progressions will swap out a single chord for the minor flat sixth. Minor sixth chords are often used in isolation and not throughout a song to increase their impact. See what you think of their sound in these 2 examples. Minor sixth chords can be combined with other chord types to create interesting effects. One of these is by using the 2 minor sixth chord with the 5 dominant 7th chord. If you would like to learn more about the dominant 7th chords, then check out the link in the description below. In the key of C major, the 2 minor sixth chord is D minor sixth with the notes D, F, A and B. The 5 dominant 7th chord is G dominant 7th with the notes G, B, D and F. You can see that they share 3 notes, so when placed next to each other they create a smooth and interesting sound. Here they are in a progression. Also note the use of a first inversion 1 chord. We can take this shared note idea in another direction. If we take the 6th note in the 2 minor 6th chord and add it to some of the other chords in the progression by using different chord types, it can create an interesting sound. There are lots of ways you could do this. In this example, we use a 1 major 7th chord and a 6 sus2 chord alongside the 2 minor 6th and the 5 chord. If you want help with these chord types, look in the description below. With the changes, they all have the 7th note from the scale in them. Listen to the shift in sound from standard triads to this alternative. A technique that songwriters will often use is to change the polarity of a chord in a key, so a major chord becomes a minor chord or vice versa. A popular chord to try this on in a major key is the 4 chord. The 4 chord in the key of C major is F major. We will change this to F minor. This could be considered a borrowed chord from the F minor / Aeolian mode. You can change this chord to a standard minor 6th chord without any problems. Here it is in a simple progression. Listen out for the nice change that the minor 6th brings. Check out the playlist on screen now for more chord progressions to use your minor sixth chords with.